Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. First of all, hope everyone's doing well during these crazy times of self-isolation, social distancing. My gosh, 2020 hasn't been shaping up very well at all. Anyways, this video is a chronicle of a story back when I was in Peru back in 2018. Now, after staying in the beautiful city of Cusco in Peru, and of course visiting Machu Picchu, I decided to see a quieter side of Peru with more local culture filled with less tourists. So I'm heading south to see Lake Titicaca. So it's one last check of my hotel in this beautiful monastery with the gorgeous views. I'm going to miss that a lot. So I'm packing up, I'm leaving Cusco, and I'm heading south to Puno. So I bought myself a first-class ticket on a real fancy train, and I'm heading south through the Andes Mountains. It was a trip that was supposed to take most of the day there, and I was probably going to get to Puno about supper time. And what a day. Amazing views of the Andes Mountains, traveling through small little villages. And here you can see the bar where I hung out near quite a bit during my trip. It was first class all the way, great appetizers, and of course, what's a first class trip without some entertainment? And then of course there was the food, and all I can say was wow. Spectacular presentation from beginning to end, 5 courses, soups, we had a wonderful steak. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was full, and then they brought me desserts, and of course, to top it all off, I'm in South America, so what goes better with a meal than a nice glass of Chilean red wine? Well, even though it's summer in South America and we're only 13 degrees south of the equator, we were so high up in the Andes Mountains that there was snow. Hey, there's a snowman. Hey there gang, here I am up way high in the Peruvian Andes taking a train ride from Cusco to Puno.
Right now we're 4,300 meters above sea level. That's roughly 15,000 feet. This is the highest point on Earth that I've ever stood. I flew 5,000 miles to get away from the snow, and as you can see, we got plenty of snow up here.
We stopped at a little market here way up on top of the mountains, and gonna see if I can find myself some nice alpaca wool. So it was a really neat little marketplace way high up in the Andes Mountains, 14,170 feet above sea level. That's how high it was. They had some really nice stuff for sale, but It was pretty expensive considering that it was a first-class train rest over. But I enjoyed my time, met some people, and it was kind of weird. I think that we arrived just at lunch. Not sure what everyone was doing there. So we're back on the train again, and I decided to do some filming. And watch this, as I got my hand out the window here, a hanging wire comes and bang! Hits me right in the camera, just about took my finger off. Holy cow, I couldn't believe it. Just trying to get some nice pictures of the Andes and almost lose a digit. Hey, check it out again in slow motion. Got my hand out here, good thing I didn't have my face out there too. I'm looking at the sign and here comes a cable and bam, right in the screen. Holy cow. So it was about then we were advised that the train would not be going directly into Puno because the city was crowded due to a special event, Carnaval. This might be interesting. So we got into vans at the last leg of our journey. We drove to Puno. We got lost. We couldn't get anywhere. I had to get thrown in a taxi, and he didn't even know where I was. He couldn't find my hotel. He just dropped me off and said, good luck, it's a couple blocks down there. And I'm trying to find it, and there's my hotel over there, and I gotta cross this whole parade. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just gotta push my way through. What a crazy trip this was, and holy cow, the music, the noise, the people. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. So, as you can imagine, I'm standing there with my suitcase. I got a backpack on, I got my carry-on luggage with me. I'm dying to get checked into my hotel, so I bite the bullet, push through all these people, get to my hotel, pass through the parade, only to find out that's the wrong hotel. Can you believe it? There's another hotel with the same name 2 blocks down the street. So back I go through the parade. I'm part of the parade now, pushing my way, get to my hotel, finally get checked in and changed, and now I'm going out to see what's happening in Puno. And so for the next minute or so, I'm going to let you enjoy the sights and sound, the costumes, what I got to enjoy my first night in Puno. So, Carnaval, an annual celebration in South America, celebrated throughout. Rio de Janeiro has one of the biggest celebrations and most notorious. I enjoyed watching this beauty queen dancing there, and I loved all the costumes, and all the people were drinking and partying and dancing and singing all throughout the night. I wanted to keep going, but I had a big day tomorrow, so I knew that it was time to head back to my hotel, get myself a good night's sleep, because I was heading off on Lake Titicaca tomorrow. I had a boat ride and I was going to be visiting Eros Islands and Tequila Islands. So, good night, I'll be up early in the morning. So I'm up bright and early, I get a nice boat and I'm headed off to Eros Islands. Now the Uros Islands were a string of islands that are completely man-made. They're made out of straw. And in fact, this whole community of people made everything out of straw. They made the islands, they made their huts, they made everything. They even made boats to transport between the islands. So I decided to climb up this lookout so I can get a better vantage point of all the islands and all the huts all around. So after a quick tour around of the island, we got greeted by these lovely women. One of the village elders and the island chief explained to us how they made the islands out of these bales of straw. They simply tied the straw together, and when they got enough bales together, they built a hut on it and called it an island. The village chief explained to us their way of life, basically their religion, and explained where they came from, and it showed us their arts and crafts, which they actually sold to people and public to make money to live. Speaking of cooking, here's a little stove when I asked how did they cook without burning down the island. And this is what they showed me. And the little kids were so cute. Gosh, I couldn't get enough photos of these little gaffers. Little girl, snotty nose, running there. She didn't give a rat's behind, but they're happy people living a happy life on an island 3,800 feet above sea level. So we took a boat in between the islands, and we got to check out different places, and one place had some food, and generally every time I would do my own little vlog and narrate what was going on where I was, and basically I just repeating everything I already told you about these people and where I was, and tried to give some details about the lake, highest navigable lake in the world. Say that 3 times, navigable. I still can't say it. Anyways, so this was Eros Islands. Now I'm heading off to Tequila Island. So we're going to be taking a boat back to the main island where we get on our big boat. And next stop, Tequila Island. So after another hour on the boat, we land at Tequila Island. Now the plan was to be there for lunch, so we docked and we had a nice little 3-kilometer walk over the mountain, through the hill, into the village. What a cute little place it was. We got to spend a few hours there. Although the restaurant we booked wasn't expecting us, we got to see some great things, some great culture, great costumes, great old buildings. And to end the day, we sailed back into Puno. And guess what? They're still partying there. Yes, you bet the dancing is going on. The costumes were even more fabulous than the day before. More loud music, banging in the streets. You know what? I was getting a little tired of it. I was only there a few days, but I needed a break from all the noise. I needed to relax. But I was certainly grateful for the experience in Puno. I'd recommend it to anyone else to come, and if you had a chance to see Carnaval, don't miss it. Just maybe don't stay for the whole week. And so for my last night in Puno, I decided to go out and grab a nice dinner and get back to my hotel and have a good sleep. Crawled back into my bed and I got to listen to this all night. Anyways, it certainly was a true cultural Peruvian experience, and an unexpected one at that with Carnaval. Oh my gosh, that music. Anyways, a couple last facts about Titicaca. 8,372 square kilometers, the largest lake in South America, borders both Bolivia and Peru. 3,812 meters of elevation, which is equal to 12,506 feet above sea level. That's higher than Fisher Peak, this mountain here, the highest mountain in the East Kootenays. Anyways, the next morning I boarded a plane and shot off to Medellin in Colombia. And that was a great trip too. I hope to tell you about it one day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you're all happy and healthy. Peace. Chat soon.